Hello everyone and welcome back to Harlan is in Danger. I'm your host Tom, and today it's just me, so we are continuing our campaign play-along of the Scarlet Keys. Sorry I missed last week. It was just a bunch of reading between when we last played in Sanguine Shadows and where we are now, which is Shades of Suffering. I actually, following the rules of the campaign play-along, where we only play a certain amount of time each week, I couldn't actually record until this week. So I thought about just having a video where I just read a bunch, but then I was like, that's boring. I'm just gonna skip a week. I even made the thumbnail for it and everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna skip a week and do it here now with this Shades of Suffering attached to it. I still got a ton of reading to do though, so I probably shouldn't dilly-dally too much. But real quick, we did get some VP kind of along the way. I used it to upgrade my Leo DeLucas, get gumptions, and grab my second At a Crossroads in Preston. I'm going to shuffle those into his deck. And I'll just draw my 5 cards right now. Interesting. Probably going to mulligan some of these, but I won't know that yet. And then over in Marie, I did pick up Dr. Dewey Irwan and Inspector Flint and the Ruinous Chime, which you see here along the way. So a lot of story happened, but really I only spent my VP on grabbing a Sin Eater for her. And then because we have Inspector Flint, he's going to start and play with us. I'll just shuffle this into Marie's deck and draw her opening hand. He also doesn't take up an ally slot for this scenario, I believe. Oh, I just drew a card to Preston's hand. That's not yours. That belongs to Marie. I'll just draw 4 more. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's what happened last time. Do that. Okay. Oh, one other thing, since this is here, and I actually didn't put this up. I did get prompt on Preston's Friends in Low Places. I'm not going to put it up. Just he does have the Chosen Traits talent. He's versatiled into Dilemma, and he now has Prompt, which means I can play it fast. Over here on Marie's, we have Betray, Mercy, and Tongue Twister. The Taboo released, and I understand why that exists. The Mercy command is probably too powerful. I'm just going to keep playing this without the most recent Taboo. This is the Taboo before that. So it's fine. I'm not doing anything too broken with it, even though this power word is pretty good. All right, I got to do some reading, so I'm gonna leave you on the picture of Baron looking smug as he's potentially seducing. What's her name? Susan Young? Yeah, I don't know. All right, first up, we're gonna read Ringing Hollow. So this is From Buenos Aires to Sydney. You arrive in Sydney and immediately search for the agent Taylor described in Taylor's dossier, finding her in a safe house in an old condemned warehouse by Botany Bay on the eastern side of the city. She has an entire wall of filing cabinets containing years and years of research, and her table is covered in a mess of maps and photographs. Ah, the new cell. She regards you, flipping on the fluorescent light that coldly illuminates the room. The name's Quinn. The commissioner told me you might drop by. You ask her what kind of intel she might have to aid your investigation, which earns you a truckle. What don't I have? Well, let me show you what I am looking into right now. We didn't tell the truth to Taylor, so this is off book, but I've been looking into some pretty strange events. Take a look. She hands you a file from her table and leans back as you examine it. It's a host of information regarding missing buildings, sites, in some cases even entire villages, all of which vanished mysteriously and without explanation. You do your best not to let your familiarity with such events show on your face. Any of this mean anything to you? You don't like lying, but telling the truth now would reveal your earlier deception to Taylor. You shake your head, telling Quinn this is new to you. That checks out. See, this is what's so hinky about all this. You are holding onto the only surviving records of any of these places. It is as though all of them were completely eradicated from history. And if that's true, who is to say the same could not be happening to us? She shudders. The thought of being forgotten like that, even by those closest to me, it is my worst fear. You tell Quinn that you feel similarly, and that you wish you had more intel to give her. Her gaze, narrow with suspicion, sees right through you. I do not buy that for a second. Taylor might trust you, or maybe she just does not want you to get your hands dirty, or does not want to get her hands dirty, but I can tell when someone is lying to my face. A grim silence hangs in the air. Finally, she exhales. Fine, do as you will. But if you decide to spill, you can find me in Amesbury, due west of London, she says, packing up some of her files and personal belongings in a small canvas duffel bag. You repeat her destination, curious as to why. Something there I want to look into, is all she gives you. You suppose this is only fair, considering your hesitance to give her the full story. She gives you one more cold glance as she leaves, and you wonder if perhaps you should have warned her. But what she doesn't know can't hurt her, right? We can now go to London. We're going to embark. Going to Paranatural Selection. Sydney to Perth. A cool breeze greets you as you arrive in Perth. The capital of Western Australia is nestled in a crook of the Swan River, and despite, or perhaps because of, the nearby gold rush, it has the rugged feel of a frontier town. You catch a scent of something too sweet, possibly rotten, on the breeze. Because we met Dr. Irwan less than 25 time ago, you find Dr. Irwan at the local university cleaning up an empty lecture hall. On the blackboard is a precise chalk drawing of a stocky marsupial clutching a cluster of sedge grass. I did not expect to see you here, the zoologist sets out to erasing the blackboard. You ask about the sketch. It is a rare species of quokka, the red-tailed quokka. They were first introduced to the West by Dutch explorers in the 17th century, and now no one, not even the Cambridge professor, taught me their name. Remember what they are. I do not know how much you studied at natural selection, but what we are experiencing feels very much like the introduction of a new apex predator into an ecosystem that has not evolved to withstand it, says the zoologist, except that this predator feeds not only on the body, but the actual existence of its prey. Although, of course, that would be unthinkable. She laughs. But I cannot help feel that we are its prey, and that the process is only accelerating. The zoologist sits down and begins to flip idly through his sketchbook. Thinking on terms the Foundation used, you suggest she name the phenomenon. Paranatural selection. She looks troubled. No. Thinking on the terms the Foundation used, you suggest she name the phenomenon paranatural selection. She looks troubled at the suggestion, then smiles. I will be sure to credit you, she says, then goes pale. You look down to see her gaze fixed on a particular page in her sketchbook. This cannot be. You ask what the matter is, and she points to the page. Just yesterday this page was not blank. The Phalarodon septimus, a cuscus living in western New Guinea. Dr. Irwan begins gathering up her things. I sketched this subject from direct observation just a few months ago. Perhaps there will still be some trace of it, or of whatever force is behind all of this out in Manakwari. She pushes a strand of hair behind her ear and smiles at you. Thanks for listening. Perhaps we will meet again. She's traveling to New Guinea. We earn one experience. We ride a delta. And we can now go to the southeast to Manakwari. Which is what we do next. But then we read status report beta. So this is where so we're doing it by status reports. So this is where I had to stop last time. You receive a coded missive from Commissioner Taylor herself. Agents, not long ago a massive explosion occurred in the Podkamennaya Tunguska River in Siberia. It is classified as an impact event, but that's just a cover story. Our intel now indicates the coterie involvement. I have reason to believe that this may be the site of one of their sanctums, perhaps even their primary safe house. You have clearance to investigate the site, but be prepared for anything. Alright, then Manakwari. It is early morning as your boat pulls into port at Manakwari. Towering mountains covered in rich greenery roll down to meet brilliant blue water. As night falls, coruscating lights bounce beneath the surface of the water. Are they bioluminescent plants or something else? Then because we have 10 fewer times since Delta. At first you are concerned that nobody recognizes Dr. Irwan's name, but after some persistent questioning, a reluctant local office offers to lead you to her. Heading into the nearby dense underbrush, you follow a steep path up a mountain until you reach a dark hollow. Leaning against the trunk of an ironwood tree, you find the zoologist peering intently into the shadows. I did not expect you to follow me here, Dr. Irwan whispers. Following her lead, you sit down next to her and peer into the dark. The air around you is thick and moist. My theory was incorrect, or at least partially incorrect. From your vantage point, you can see into a shallow dell cut by a cascading waterfall. The moon shimmers on the ripples of the narrow stream. Dr. Irwan continues. All trace of this particular couscous is gone. Couscous? I don't know. That much is for certain. The locals have no memory of them, but something is different about the disappearance. Something lingers. A low, moaning wail from somewhere in the trees startles you. Dr. Irwan holds out a pair of binoculars and points at a cluster of ironwood trees on the far side of the glade. Peering through, you spy 3 cat-sized marsupials with yellow eyes clinging to the branch, curled tails swinging in the dark. They are feeding on something. Just looking at them makes your head spin. Something about them is both there and not there, forcing your eyes to adjust constantly. The animals' movements are stiff and double-jointed as well, both too fast and too slow. You look away. You see them? Asks Dr. Irwin. You nod and look again. The cuscus are messily devouring a green python. It is fascinating, a fundamental change. The prey have become predators. The few I have observed have made a complete shift in behavior, turning on other cuscus, hunting down their natural predators, of which the green python is one. Their very nature seems to have changed, Dr. Irwin stammers excitedly. But more importantly, they aren't gone. I mean, they have gone, to some. Nobody remembers them, but yet they persist. You turn your binoculars back to the cuscus and find them frozen, staring straight at you with bright topaz eyes. Surprised, you drop the binoculars. When you look again, the cuscus are gone. Something on edge, you tell Dr. Irwin it would be best to leave, but she shakes her head. I am on the verge of the greatest discovery of the century, an entire field of parazoological research. I cannot leave now. Leaving Dr. Irwin to her own devices, you head back into town. The jungle around you is eerily silent, and even as you break into a moonlit clearing, you cannot help but feel the feeling of being watched. Over the next few days, you make contact with the zoologist in passing. The day your ship is scheduled to leave Monoquary, Dr. Irwin is suspiciously absent from the guest house. The staff tell you she didn't return the night before. Concerned for her safety, you return to the hollow where you met her before. The jungle remains the same unsettling quietude as you hike up the mountain. Scattered on the rock overhanging the dark hollow are several torn-up sketchbooks and a broken pair of binoculars, but no trace of Dr. Irwin. Scanning the murky copse, you see a glimmer of light and the zoologist's batik vest at the base of the waterfall. You carefully pick your way down the muddy slopes to the bank of a narrow stream where the zoologist lays prone, her arm bent at an odd angle. A trio of yellow-eyed cuscus scatter at your approach. Turning her over gently, you are relieved to find her still breathing. A strange black implement is clutched in her left hand, close to her chest. A mordant call resounds from above. Dr. Irwin is surprisingly light as you scoop her up in your arms. Dozens of yellow eyes glare down at you from the ironwood trees as you carry the zoologist downstream away from the hollow. Flitting, shimmering forms dart to and fro, overhead like silent warnings. As soon as you get back to town, you check the unconscious zoologist into a clinic. The ship you had booked has already left, but with the strange circumstances you found her in, you resolve to stay with Dr. Irwin until she wakes up. Several days pass, filled with disquieting silence, until she finally speaks. I noticed several cuscus gathered around this. She thumbs the hollow bell in her good hand. I knew better than to interfere, but they seemed so fixated on it, much like magpies or crows will hoard certain objects. So strange. I noticed they stowed it in the crook of a branch, and so I climbed up for a better look, and, well, that's when I fell, she says. You hold the strange crime in your hands, appreciating its heft and form. The inlay designs are like nothing you or the zoologist have ever seen. The metal is cool to the touch and yet strangely electric. On a whim, you hold the bell up and swing it once, even though it doesn't have a clapper. A palpable wave of sonic energy ripples through the air around you. From the trees, you can hear a familiar, mournful cry. This has become more than a simple survey, Dr. Irwin whispers. Whatever those creatures have become, they are no longer Phalanges Septimus. Something has changed. The zoologist smiles and considers her words for a moment, then smiles at you. Whatever is happening, I would prefer to not work alone. Perhaps I can continue my research with you. You tell Dr. Irwin you wouldn't have it any other way. You agree to stay with her as she recovers. The zoologist entrusts the strange bell to you. Alright, so that's how we got the ruinous chime. Long story short. And then we get to move on to Shanghai. I'm gonna take a breather. A lot of reading. How long has this been already? It's already been 15 minutes. Okie doke. Shanghai. You send a missive to Agent Flint ahead of your arrival, setting a meeting place and time. Shigan Temple at noon. And head there as soon as you arrive, entering the broad stone courtyard at the temple's entrance. After a short while, a tourist approaches you and asks in English, "You're sure you're alone?" It takes you a moment to realize that the tourist is none other than Flint, in a subtle yet convincing disguise. He narrows his eyes at your stare. "Answer me," he says, scanning his surroundings. You assure him that you haven't been followed. "Can't be too careful. Eyes everywhere. I have a lead on one of those coterie types here in Shanghai, just like the Foundation's intel suggested. They call her Subject Number 46Q, aka Lady with Red Parasol. Sure enough, she brings that parasol everywhere she goes. As far as coterie insignias go, it's not the most subtle. While he whispers, he pulls a large camera and tripod from his duffel bag and painstakingly sets up a shot of the temple. You wonder aloud what in the world Flint is up to. Stop staring, he hisses under his breath. Then you spot other tourists taking photos as well, and you realize that Flint is better at blending in than you are. The last time I saw the lady with the parasol, she was leaving a meeting between several wealthy British and Chinese businessmen. Railwaymen, he says quietly, head still down. Women aren't usually allowed at such meetings, nor are regular citizens. To be in that room, you have to be able to get the attention of those powerful men, which means you're either very powerful or obscenely wealthy. Flint takes a few photos, then moves to a new spot and starts the tedious process of focusing the camera all over again. Within 2 weeks of that meeting, they announced a lucrative new contract. It seems all their competitors were convinced for one reason or another to step away from the project, which left them to write their own ticket, name their own price. He slowly scans the courtyard again, careful to move just his eyes and not his head. Could be she has leverage on them, or maybe she's just that charming, but I'm willing to put my money on it being that influence of the key. If that's true, it's imperative that we're not made. Flint's paranoia is infectious. Since we didn't tell the truth to Taylor, we'll take some time to learn more about her and find the right opportunity to apprehend her, Flint says quietly. I saw how you acted with Taylor. I trust you to be discreet, so I'll contact you when I have a good lead. Or I suppose you could stay and aid my investigation here. And we're going to stick around to help because being good has been good to us lately. Over the course of several weeks, he managed to strike up a relationship with one of the quarry's business associates, titans of the industry in the fields of mining and railroad construction. You bide your time, earning a bit of their confidence, and it isn't long before they mention the lady with the red parasol, whom they call Susan Young. Her silver tongue and negotiating skills are apparently the thing of legend, one remarks, with a dreadful laugh, of her ability to convince workers' unions to tolerate abysmal conditions and local governments to accept the extraction of natural resources without batting an eye. Under the guise of needing her help for a project, you inquire about how to contact her. Your contact informs you that she's just landed a deal in Hong Kong and is already on her way there. And then we're going to read Zeta, which is the reason we also couldn't do stuff. You return to your hotel after a long day of travel and investigation only to find the room in shambles. A grim feeling sprouts in your gut. Someone has clearly turned your room upside down in search of something, and you're pretty sure you know what. You rush to the safe where you'd been storing the paradimensional artifacts you aren't carrying on your person. To your horror, it is empty. Apart from a single red card, reaching after the Foundation contacts, you believe you have tracked the culprit to one of 4 likely coterie sanctums. Perhaps, if you are quick, you can recover what was stolen from you. So the app randomized it for me, and I got the Weeping Lady stolen, which is why I don't have it, even though I just got it. And it was Amaranth that stole it because she's a butt. Alright, I'm going to give you something else to look at. It's going to be Susan Young. But we have still more reading to do, so, sorry. This is a lot of reading. Blood, Sweat, and Tea, so we're in Hong Kong. On the train into Hong Kong, Agent Flint shares his current lead with you. Su Sen-Yang is due to meet with her new business partners this afternoon at a local tea house. From what I gather, they're a real rogues gallery of scumbags, the type that make their fortunes by exploiting their workers to death. She's so drawn to these types, it gives me a theory. She's not just taking these jobs because they pay well. Time and again, she goes for these deals where she can help the British at the expense of the common folk. It's like she's attracted to the suffering she causes. Maybe worse. Before you can discuss this theory in more depth, your train arrives at its stop. You and Flint hurry onto the platform and rush to the tea house, but you arrive too late. A telltale red parasol is sifting through the street crowd, heading swiftly away. You follow the parasol with your eyes as its bearer steps into a nearby alleyway. Flint whispers to you to stay, but you can't while your quarry is so close. The moment you enter the alleyway, Susan Yang turns and looks into you in the eye. I am used to attention, she croons, but I heard you were a little too interested in me. She wraps the tip of her parasol onto the street, and a burst of silvery energy rushes to the ground, it jumping into your body. Your skin goes suddenly numb, and you collapse to the ground. The painful pinprick sensation of sleeping limb takes over your entire body. Susan Yang smiles, puts her parasol over her shoulder, and walks away. She gets a few yards away, and apparently believing she is out of earshot, she tells her entourage, We are done here. The Foundation is on to us. Eliminate them and move to the Celigore Club Harvest. You hear feet shuffling in your direction, but before any reckoning comes, Flint picks you up and drags you back off to the street, where the crowd in broad daylight might keep you from overt harm for now. As the sensation in your limbs returns, Flint muses aloud. The Royal Sulagon Club. That's a social club in Kuala Lumpur. Come on, we have no time to lose. He helps you back to your feet, but you're still recovering from the blast of energy that sent your body and mind reeling. The parasol isn't just a coterie insignia after all. It's a key. Okay, and then we can go to Kuala Lumpur, which is where we actually are. Alright. You and Flint meet at the Royal Selagor Club, a sharp-angled complex situated on the edge of a meticulously groomed lawn. A cricket match unfolds for the club members on the turf below as you and Flint discuss the coterie's interests and Su Sanyong's possible aims. Hold on a moment. Flint stops mid-sip and stares in the throng of wealthy expatriates. You turn your head to watch the crowd. A woman with a pale complexion and jet-black hair turns away from you, twirling a bright red parasol. Well, that was easy, laughs Flint. You can hear a steely edge in his voice as he stands, gingerly, and leaves the generous tip to the staff. Let's go see what she's up to, shall we? Oh my god. Okay, that's all the reading. We've already done all the setup. We're here in the Selagor Club. I'm gonna read the I'm gonna do my mulligans and then I'm gonna read the exit agenda just so there's something going on. So this is a 2-shroud location. So I can go ahead and just this is just during upkeep. Yeah, that's fine. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I don't think I want to keep End of the Road, and I don't really want to keep at a crossroads if I can help it. But maybe for Marie, honestly. Let's start with Marie's mulligan. I like having a kill spell. I still have a Sword Flame. Oh god. I don't really want any of these, but I kind of also want all of them. I think I'm gonna mulligan these Azure Flame. I have you. I'm gonna get more resources from you. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna mulligan these Azure Flame. All right, that I think was the right call. Shuffle. Oh, and Baron, you go back into the deck too. You know, could you just hang out there with Su Sanyong? Even though you're probably very similar. Okay, in that case, I am going to hang on to the Outer Crossroads, and then I'll just have Marie draw some more cards. I am going to get rid of this End of the Road, though. And I think the Unexpected Courage. Where do I hold on to the Unexpected Courage? I think I'm going to get rid of it. Boop. Yeah, boop. Okay, cool. Alright. I will trigger this Outer Crossroads. I'm going to choose... okay, so I can choose one. Either take an action as if it were my turn, then discard a candidate at random from my hand. I'm not going to do that. Or they lose one action, so she's only going to have 2 this turn to draw 3 cards. Which is fine because I think... Yes. Okay, that's better. I like that a lot more. Okay, cool. And then this goes away. And we're going to have 3 actions. Now I got to read the active agenda so I know what we're doing. Painful History is Agenda 1. The city buzzes with spiritual activity. Empty halls resound with footsteps, phantom knocks, and voiceless whispers. Some deep pain in the city longs to be known. A wordless dread fills the silence that pervades every moment. 3 doom advances. Act 1 is Lady with the Red Parasol. The figure holding a red parasol melts into the bustle of the city, but she is aware of your presence. If you can track her to her destination, you may be able to better understand her aims in Kuala Lumpur. Find Su Sanyong before the agenda advances. When you engage Su Sanyong, investigators must spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. If they cannot, return her to the shadows and resolve her concealed keyword. Okay, so we're going to start with Preston, because that's just what we do. Preston has 4 resources on this. First action, we're going to play a Rabbit's Foot. Second action, we're going to investigate 1 to 2. Dang. Well, alright. 0. Oh, we only failed by 1. So we'll go ahead and play Look What I Found, discovering these 2 clues. Getting rid of this, and triggering this to draw a card. Nature of the Beast. That's not great right now. Shoot. Reveal the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose an investigator, draw 1 of them, and discard the other 2. Alright. Top 3 cards. I I don't know if I can get one of these concealed keywords. I think I want to get rid of that. Oh god, I hate this though. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to get rid of this one. I think I'll just draw this one, because he's just aloof and he's going to stand here. And then get rid of that one. That's actually a lot easier to do, because what is her... Yeah. You know what, I'm going to draw this one instead and get rid of this guy. And I'll give this one to you. Cool. So that was my second action. And this goes away. Last action, I will move up to... This is connected to Solo Golf Club padding? Yeah, move up there. What do we got? 4 clues, 3 shroud, parlay, test, fist 4 to join the games. If you fail, remember that you embarrass the consulate. If you succeed, gain 3 resources, max once per game. And it has victory. I might go for that. I don't know. Over here on Marie. Let's do this. So I can just get rid of this as an action, but I think I need to do a little bit more setup first. So I'm going to move in here for my first action. Okay. For my second action, I'm just going to spend 3 to play the sickle. Okay. And that's all of my actions. So we're going to just upkeep manually. You'll get Baron. Glad you don't take an ally slot. Up an ally slot right now. And over here, you're going to get Dig Deep. You get a resource, and you get a resource because neither of us are here. Okay. Oh, desk, stop being so squeaky. No, how'd you get over here? Right. Okay, Baron. Crap. That's a little annoying. One Doom. I could have gotten rid of it otherwise, but that's okay. I'm okay with that, honestly, maybe. Alright. Bad cards for Marie. Let's start with you. I think we Ward of Protection this. I do not like this card, because I always forget about it. We'll take a Horror. And Preston, over here, you're going to get Frozen in Fear. Oh boy. Alright, that's not fantastic. Alright, but we get our actions. And you have 4 resources. Shoot. Yeah, what do we do then? Okay, I think we still start with Preston. He may reveal a dilemma, so we think we play cards. We're gonna start by playing a Streetwise. Then we're gonna play a Dig Deep. Just get both of our talents out. We have 1 action left. This is fast as well. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna fast play this. Look at the top 6 cards. 6? Yeah. Look at top 6 cards. Sorry, it's been a while since I've played a game on Octagon. Sweet. Sweet. I could draw both of these. I might actually draw both of these. So this could just be a boost to willpower. Yeah, I like that. So I'd say willpower and book probably. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna grab that, so that's a resource. And I think I actually am also gonna grab this. So we're going to say willpower and intellect for this one, and we're going to spend both of these resources. And then this one, we are going to look at the top 3 cards. Get rid of that one, definitely. And we'll give this to Preston. And get a clue. What clue do I want to grab? Probably one from here. Yeah, it's probably fine. So this is in my 3rd area as well. This is gone. This is also gone. Just remember, I have an additional intellect and willpower. This is gone. I could go 2 to 3. I don't really think that's worth it. I think I'm just going to draw a card. What's my weakness in this deck? I think I'm just going to draw a card. Okay, dig deep. End of my turn, I will test this. I'm going to go 3 to 3, 4 to 3, 5 to 3, 6 to 3, 7 to 3. We got to go up 4. There's a lot of -4. Crap. All right. That sucks. Oh man, that really sucks, but I'll draw a card, I guess. All right. Got me, game. Over here. I don't think we do the Doom thing now. I think we're going to start... do we do the Doom thing now? No, I don't think we do the Doom thing now. But we do have an additional... like, intellect. So we are 5 to 4. We could commit something to go 6 to 4. I mean, we are going like 5 to 4 against this guy too. Do we have any -1s? Phew. Alright, skulls are -3. I am going to play this card. Play 1, get 2 cards. That was worth it. Okay. Then I'm going to try and get this clue. I'm going to spend... I'm going to go 6 to 4. No, 7 to 4, because I have the prepared thing, that dilemma. So 7 to 4, +1, I'll get a clue. Nice, okay. Oh, I meant to give this clue to Marie from the dilemma, so we each had 2. Forward. All right, cool. I have 1 action left. Maybe I just take a swing at this. If I fail by 2 or more, place 1 charge on the Shade Reaper. That sucks. But I'd be going 5 to 4. I'd only be going 5 to 4. Maybe this is the time to do this. Yeah, I'm just taking a setup turn, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's where we're at. So we gain 1 resource. And we're gonna do this. Boop, boop, boop. We'll get 2 more resources. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, upkeep. I'm actually kind of maybe gonna play that this game. Oh, that's what my bad weak card is. That's right, I remember now. Well, I just revealed my autofill, so I won't reveal another one, right? That's how this game works. Alright, Doom, we're at 2 of 3. And we're going to start with Marie's bad card. Seeing Shadows. Crap. Crap. Do I ward of protection that? No. And over here, Preston, you're going to also get Seeing Shadows. That's bad for you. Alright, your threat area is looking pretty tight, my friend. Okay, let's start with Preston. So we're going to reveal a token. 0. Do not have to get rid of this. it may be worth it to get rid of this. But I think it's probably more worth it to get rid of this right now. So I'm going to spend 2 actions. God, this is really just kind of sad. 2 actions getting rid of this. And then I think I'm going to try and get rid of this concealed card. So the Shroud here is 3. I'm going... what am I going to? 1 to 3. I'll spend all 4 of these. Sorry, I didn't put them on there. So I'm going 5 to 3. I'll go 6 to 3. -1. Cool. It's a decoy. Just the wind. Okay. End of my turn. I will test this Frozen in Fear. Just going 1 to 3. Alright. There's a chance I could have gotten a star, but... Alright, over here. Honestly, I think the better thing for me to do is to use the Grim Memoir to get this. So I'm gonna... Okay, first of all, spin Baron. Does it matter? Not really. But I can use that. Okay, so hold on. Maybe I don't do that then. I don't have any spells. I could use this. That seems like a bad. I kind of want to use that to hurt her. Ugh, she sucks. I forgot about that. Oh, this is on the wrong side. Yeah, I think I just do it up with this thing. So I'm going to... I have a action that I can... Should I just play this though? Because I'd be going 6 to 4 instead of... What am I doing here? 5 to 4? Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to spend an action. 2, 3. Play the Grim Memoir. And we are going to spend 1 secret to go 6 to 4. Do I commit to go 7 to 4? No. 6 to 4. -1. Decoy. Fuck. Ah. Beans. Alright, so I technically have a spell action left. I am going to move into this location. Did I succeed by 2? No, I succeed by 1. Does this have a... No. Well, that's a cool power, which I wish I had earlier. Can I use this to do that? She'd hit me a lot harder though, because I don't think I could beat her. And I can't power her because she's elite. I think I can, and I think I want to, so I'm going to shift this key. And, oh, this is such an easy key to shift. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll flip this. Hey, Susan Young. You come over here and be a big butt to me. Set you aside. Okay, so when you engage Susan Young, we must spend the requisite number of clues. I will do that, and we will advance. Okay. After what feels like hours of searching, you catch the trail of the lady with the red parasol. You follow her down a narrow side street, to the worn facade of an old shop, which she steps inside. Uncertain of the risk that might pose, you wait for her to emerge rather than follow her into a potential trap. However, after some time passes, you grow impatient and step into the shop. Put the set aside Melodi's shop location into play and reveal it. Disengage each investigator from each enemy with them and move each investigator to Melodi's shop, and then we'll read the interlude. I just remembered I was supposed to do his Frozen in Fear test, so I'm just going to do that right now. Cool. That's what I figured would happen, but I wanted to be sure. Alright, Melodi's shop. Put you like right here, I guess. Schloop. Schloop. What is that? Bring you both to front. And we'll read this interlude. Before you even step inside the shop, you are greeted by the intense but pleasant fragrance of dried flowers and herbs that hang in bundles from the low ceiling. The scent is intoxicating. As your eyes adjust to the dimly lit interior, a small, middle-aged Malay woman in an ornate dress rises from her stool in the corner to greet you. "You're a bit late, but I suppose it's better than if you had arrived early," she says matter-of-factly. You ask her what she means, and she shakes her head. "I'm Melody. Our meeting was foretold." She explains that she is a boma, or shaman, and that she was forewarned of your meeting by the spirits. You ask her about the woman with the red parasol. "Yes, that's why I was glad you didn't arrive early," she grimaces. Then lights a bundle of some aromatic herbs. You feel a tingling lightheadedness wash over you, followed by a soothing calm. Melody goes on. "That was Susan Yang. She's the reason I have to cleanse my shop. There is a foul essence that follows her, perhaps why she masks her unclean spirit with a veneer of politeness." As Melody speaks, a cloud of vague confusion passes over her, as if she cannot place something. You ask her what Miss Sue wanted. "I truly can't remember what she asked of me." Are we either of us sorcerers? Or Marie, are you a sorcerer? Hey! As you study Melody's aura, you sense that she is under the sway of some powerful influence, possibly a spell that wiped her memory of any specifics of their conversation. The effects do not appear to be lasting, but you wonder what the lady with the red parasol wanted to conceal. The boma recites a low, mumbling chant as she completes the cleansing ritual, then holds one hand to her temple. Her brow furrows as she falls to her knees, racked with pain. You move to help her up, and she holds one hand out, steadying herself against the low wooden table, and then slides to sit. She gestures for you to sit across from her. "Now I understand why they told me you were coming." She smiles bravely. The deep lines in her face fold with shadows in the dim shop. The boma pours you a cup of hot, steaming tea. "The spirits are restless. Something has stirred up a deep well of pain as the city reforms itself to keep up with such a change. People coming and going. And in all of it I sense a dark aura, a cloud of misfortune, and at the center of it the lady with the red parasol. She is a harbinger of sorts, inflicting pain and misery even as she reaps the rewards of great industry." The boma's voice is firm and clear. Even as her hand shakes, holding her teacup, you sip the rich, earthy brew. You sip the rich, earthy brew as you consider the situation. Susan Yang has some greater design at work, but what? You ask Melody if the spirits have told her anything else. She shakes her head. "I sense only their great pain, and that their great pain is linked in some way to the lady with the red parasol. It is almost as though she feeds on it, devours it." Then, because Flint rejoined the cell, Melody doubles over again, clutching one hand to her chest. You move to help her as Inspector Flint produces a small med kit to administer emergency aid. The boma shakes her head. "Do not worry for me. I am stronger than any spirit, though I feel they are in such deep, awful pain. The city is rife with sorrow." She sighs and rights herself. "As I said before, our meeting was not by chance. Perhaps if we can speak with the spirits, put them to rest, we can understand Miss Sue's greater aims, and perhaps thwart them. Can you help me?" Flint looks to you and to the boma and smiles. "We'll help you get to the bottom of this." Before you leave Melody's shop, she tells you 3 epicenters of spiritual disturbance in the city. Put the tin mine, the theater, Wayang Quillet Theater, and the Geist enemies into play. Okay. Oh, more setup. And these are all kind of just like spread out, right? Yeah. And then the spirits, I already set aside 3 of them, so. So Slain Foreman at Kuala Lumpur West Station. Uncanny Shadow at the theater. And the Buried Miner at the Tin Mine. I still haven't even flipped this over. I return Susan Yang to the shadows and resolve her concealed keyword and remove all doom from each card in play other than Susan Yang. If it is Agenda 1, advance directly to Agenda 2. Hey! Stop that. I want that doom. You butt? Okay, well there goes my action. So she returns to the shadows. I'm going to put the shadows over here now because I'm running out of space. Bing. Bong. Boom. Those are just the keys, so we'll shuffle. So they go where the Geist enemies are. So she's got one here, and one here. And then this goes away. So we advance to okay, so then we keep playing. So this, we remove this Doom, get rid of this card. Alright, Restless Dead is agenda 2. You sense that you are not your sense that you are not alone grows, and the spirit's wordless screams fill your mind. An oily fog rolls in to choke the streets of Kuala Lumpur. If there's only one investigator, this gets +1 Doom threshold, but there's 2. When you engage Susan Young, you must spend 2 clues as a group. If you cannot, draw the top card of the encounter deck instead. And then over here we get, come on, Ghostlight. Melody spoke of the great suffering Susan Yang has brought to this city. Perhaps by entreating the spirits and laying them to rest, you can stop her from reaping the pain she has sown. Geist enemies cannot leave haunted locations. Objective: quell the restless spirits before they are consumed by Susan Yang. At the end of the round, if there are no non-weakness Geist enemies in play, advance. Alright, okay, now let's flip this over. Okay, well cool, I can actually do that. And that was all of our turns. So we're gonna just go ahead and go like this. Shed a light. And a resource. Oh, and I failed that. I was gonna draw another card with this. Shed a light. But then this updradies. Okay. Sorry, that was my failing. A lot happened just moments ago. Okay, I'm gonna put you over here like that, so I have a better feeling for you being there. Did I spend a secret from you? Yeah, I did. Okay. And then we Doom. Wow, this is like the worst scenario for Baron. Okay. Bad card for Marie. Dissonant Voices. That's a little annoying, but honestly I think it's okay. And then over here we have this guy who's gonna die. Maybe. Probably gonna die. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna start with Preston. And we're gonna start by spending 2 clues to look at the revealed side of one of these geists. I think we're gonna look at, oh god. Okay, that one's better. I think we're gonna look at this one. This is the one that Preston can probably do. Alright, so on the other side, I'm not gonna read this part out loud, so I need to trade for a kitten. Where the hell's that? Found a cheap memento. Oh, right here. Perfect. Okay, so that was my first action. I don't think I'm going to move out of this location. Oh, I was supposed to do this. Okay, well I would have done this anyway. And then my third action would have been to do that other thing. Alright, I'm going to test this. I'm going to spend all 4 to use my Dig Deep to go 5 to 3. I'm going to go 6 to 3. And that's it. -1. Get out of here, Frozen in Fear. Look at how clean my thread area is now. Wonderful. Alright, Marie. I can't play Power Word. I think I'm going to engage you. I have a turn to engage you, but there's nothing better for me to do right now. I'm going to shift this key. We're just going to take a direct horror. Engage you, attack, attack. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna engage this guy. Attack him with the ceremonious sickle, so we're going... oh no, this is not a good plan. I don't have my thing yet. I think I'm actually gonna leave. Do I have an asset I can discard? I will in a second. Are you an asset? No. I mean, you are. Do I control you? Cannot leave playable. There's less than 3 D1. Okay. I'm going to move down here. Yeah, honestly, this would be really good to get rid of that, to deal with that guy, but whatever. I need the clues to deal with him anyways, so I'm going to investigate for my second action, going 6 to 3. +1. I will succeed and draw a card by 2. Ooh, I can't put you down now. I'm running out of cards. I think I am going to commit this power word. Am I? Can't play cards. I have 1 action left. Ha! Right when I was planning on dumping all of my cards. Yeah, I'm going to investigate again with this. So I'm going 6 to 3. And I think I am going to... Yeah, just commit this to go 7 to 3. +1. Wow, I get another card and this clue. Wow, so many allies that I can't play because Baron's here. I really want to play you. That'd be great. Well. Okay, enemy phase, this guy's going to move here. Upkeep. We're going to draw a card and gain a resource, and I have to discard a card, and I think it is going to be this Arcane Initiate. No, it's going to be this Onyx Pinnacle. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I got my resource? Yeah. Okay, and over here, Preston's going to get a resource. And draw a making preparations. Okay. I think we're going to go willpower, because we got to deal with that guy, and I think we're going to do willpower and intellect again. Yeah. And then into the round, this goes away. Doom goes on this thing. Bad card for Marie is Rotting Remains. Hey, we have willpower. So we're going to go 5 to 3. I think I'm going to commit this to go 6 to 3. 0. Alright, pass. And over here, Preston's going to get Peril. Either each investigator takes 1 damage or 1 hoarder, or Susan Young shifts the Shade Reaper, which does what exactly? We lose an action. Out and places 2 charges on it. I'm going to just have us each take a damage and horror. I think that's fine. So you're going to take 2 damage. Bing bong. And 1 horror. I'm going to take a damage and a horror. Because I'm not at your location, right? Yeah. Okay. Flip, we're not going to get through this one in time. Okay. So that's where we get a cat. You're not scary anymore. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 resources on this. And I have commits. I think I can get this guy. Yeah, let's start with Preston. So we're going to move here. We're going to discard this asset for a cat. Oh, no, no, no. And then we have to pay 2, yeah. We'll pay 2 to fast move. And this guy engages us, and we're gonna parlay. So we're gonna spend 5 resources, or 4 resources. Oh, I can only spend 4. To go 5 to 6. I don't have enough money for this. I don't have enough money for this. Okay, so we're not, hold on, we're taking that back. We'll trade for a cat. We still have 4 resources on this. And 2 resources here. Because I didn't spend the money to, move. I have 2 actions left. This isn't the last agenda, right? We still have another agenda. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. I can't really go anywhere. I think I'm gonna draw a card. And I'm just gonna go ahead and move my resources over so that I can do this next turn. That card. I love that card. It's such a great card. Alright, that's Preston. Over here, Marie. What are you gonna do? I think we spin Baron. It's gonna give us an extra action. We're gonna engage this guy, and then for our extra action, we're gonna spend 2 to hit him with an occult invocation. I'm gonna discard. I think we need this perception actually. What do I want to discard? What do we want to discard? This Onyx Pinnacle, definitely, and I think this other occult invocation. So we still have this out, so this is a 5, 6, 7 to 2 to do 3 damage. He's dead. Was it overkill? Maybe a little bit. That was 2 actions, one of which was free, so I have 2 actions left. I could just go fight this guy. He's got 7 health. So I did still get the cat. I'm gonna put a horror on this to remember I did it. Yeah, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? These are all elite. Yeah. Still can't put you in play. I have 2 actions left. Maybe I just get rid of Seeing Shadows. But I want the perception. Ah, fuck, that's right. I need to... this is all enemies in play? Yeah, but I want to do that next turn. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this. Alright. Well... There's no reason for me to do that, was there? Oh, yeah, to get the extra action. That's right. Gain cards and resources. That's a card. This is to non-elites, though. That's right. And over here, card. Hey, there's Leo. And a resource. I don't really have the money to play you now. But maybe I'm just taking the mental trauma from launch deaths this time. Alright, this is going to advance. Which is going to clear this doom, sadly. And I will put the doom on here so I don't forget that. Susang Yang is in the shadow. Reveal all concealed mini cards and set each decoy aside. Stop Susang Yang with her concealed mini card and place the non-weakness geist enemy, each non-weakness geist enemy at her location beneath her. Then, if there are no other non-weakness geist enemies in play, advance to Act 2B. Otherwise, return Susang Yang to the shadows. Resolve her concealed keyword, distributing each of those concealed mini cards as evenly as possible. Among each non-weakness geist enemy, and flip this card over to Agenda 2A. Okay, so this goes back over. It did still advance. So, fuck me. Just never get rid of Baron. Alright, where were you, Susang Yang? Okay, cool. You're there. So this is going to get added to her. Just never gonna get rid of Baron. Alright. So we'll put one here. I think we put two here because I think we can get this guy this next turn. So then we earn a little bit of time. Okay, and then bad cards. So you're gonna get Dissonant Voices, which I think is okay. I think that's okay. And over here, Preston, you're gonna get... Oh, this guy. Hey, he doesn't have any keys though, right? Nope, Amaranth has all the keys. Okay. So this guy is just here. Fuck. Ah! You're elite too. I can't power word you. Of course I can't. That would be stupid, but okay, we get our actions and our money from Preston. Oh my god, this is really annoying actually. Okay, so here's what needs to happen this round. I need to move over here and parlay with this guy. I don't think I can do it this round. I think we just have to kill this douche. There's so many -4s in the bag, but I think we just have to do it. Is there any point to killing her? No. We just gotta get a Geist before. Okay. Okay. Fuck me. This guy. This fucking guy. I think I just engage him. Yeah, I think I just engage him for my first action. And we're gonna Doom strike him. Oh, if I do this, I advance early. Shoot. I don't have my... Ah, damn it. Nope, hold on. Take it back. Rewind. Rewind. Shoot. Do we have to start with Preston then? Preston needs to go second. Can Preston just take a hit? Oh, that sounds real bad. Alright, there is a line here. It's not great, but it's attack twice, up 1. No, that's not it. Oh my god. I can't play cards either. And Baron's right here. So if I hit Preston, Preston's just dead, basically. Alright, so Preston's just gotta evade this guy. That's just what has to happen. Yeah. Alright. Preston's going first. We're gonna evade this guy. Gonna stall a turn, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 4. Do you have anything to commit through a book? I kinda need to get clues, but I don't have any clues. Yeah, this is kinda sucky. What do I have to do to parlay you? Discard an asset you control. Yeah. So I'm up 1. I'm gonna go up 3, up 4. Jesus Christ. Alright, I take a damage and a horror. Wow. I've done a lot of autofails. This is not going well. Christ. I mean, I can spend all my money and we have no hopes of getting this guy if I do that. What about you? Can we just attack you? You only have 6 health. Maybe I just send Marie to go start attacking you. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Worst timing on you. Worst timing on you. I just have to do it though, because I can't take 2 and 2 at this point. So I'm up 1. I'm up 3. Star. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Fuck you so hard, game. I don't know. I guess I'll go down to this theater, see what's in there. Or not the theater, the mine. Maybe there's victory here. There is. Jesus. I don't know, man. That sucked. That was horrible. Ugh. I've been just having a time. I could have shifted my key, I guess. I should have just shifted my key. I already got new information. I'm not going to go back. Do I just take a couple pot shots at him? I just don't have willpower either. Like, that's... I have Holy Rosaries in this deck. I could take a shot at him. But I think I need to go pursue the objective. Yeah. Alright, we're going in here. Alright, come here. Fuck. Do you retaliate? I think I just do the bottom action, or the lower action on this to just get prepared to a couple single hits. Just going 4 to 3, really? Is that your plan? That's your plan, Tomm? But the Doom doesn't do anything for me. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna go 4 to 3. +1, that's a damage. I'm gonna do it again. Star, that's a damage. I can put a Doom on something. I won't! You're gonna do 2 damage to me too. I can kill you next turn. Ugh, that really blew. That was horrible. Alright, cards and damage first. So you're gonna take 2 and 1. Card. It's gonna be an unexpected courage. That's good. And over here, you're gonna get another lucky rabbit's foot. Well, that's something. Shoot, and we're not even gonna be able to like do the thing for you. You're stood up. I think it's over. I think like we just that you showing up really took the wind out of my sails, bud. Really bad. Not a fan. All right, 1 of 3. Bad cards. Oh, this is gone. Oh, we're each gonna lose an action. That sucks. That didn't have surge, did it? No. Okay. Preston up to front. We had like one good scenario. Is this it? This might be it. All right, we're gonna commit 1 to this, so we're going 2 to 3. -2. That's it for Preston. Preston's dead. Oh boy, that's 2 mental trauma on Preston. Ah, boy. All right. Wow. I mean, at least there's a resign right there. Move, resign. That's what I can do. I have the 2 resources. We got a victory, didn't we? Somewhere? Yeah, we got that victory. Now I have clues. Damn it. Alright, I gotta play it out. That's just what that means. And I'm gonna advance early this turn too now because I have the 2 actions. Well, I gotta see if I can kill you. If I can kill you, that's... Alright, we're gonna hit you with this thing. We're going 5 to 3. Do I have anything that commits for a willpower? You. I guess I'll never play you at this point, so we'll go 6 to 3. -2. That's 2 damage to you. We'll use Sin Eater as a lightning bolt to move a Doom over here and ready this. Then we'll do that again. We're going 5 to 3. We'll go 7 to 3. Which is enough to beat it. Okay, so I do get to flip you over. So you're exhausted and ah, damn it. That's right. I didn't do the thing. I didn't do the only thing that I was supposed to do. All right. You're exhausted at least. And I have no actions. I have a spell action I can do. If I want to do a spell. Do I want to do a spell? Do I have a spell I can do? No. Oh, exhaust Baron. I'm in hell. Alright, enemy phase, this guy comes and kills me because I don't think I can stop 2 damage. I mean, I can put it on Flint. I can put 1 damage on Flint and not die. Is there a window here where I can automatically evade this guy? I need that for next turn though. Yeah, okay, so Flint's gonna die. He'll take 1 of the horror and 1 of the damage, and I'll take 2 damage and the horror. And then cards. The Voice of Ra does not help me. And then these are both gonna ready. And you're gonna ready and come to me. And this is gonna advance, removing all my doom. So I can't get rid of Baron. There's only 2 doom on the agenda, but whatever. Alright. She is in the shadows, so she is going to do the thing. If she's here. Oh god, she's here. Okay, so how am I supposed to waste 4 charges on the Shade Reaver the last time I did that? But it hasn't mattered. I haven't drawn any schools, weirdly. Alright, so she is definitely going to be here. She took control of this guy. And now I think it's time to leave. I really just think it's time to leave. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. This flips back over and we remove Doom from it. Like, I haven't gotten any way to do that, but I think I need to just try and leave. I guess I get to draw a bad card, and if I Ward of Protection it, I'll be a little bit closer to dying by horror. So let's plan on doing that. Gonna Ward of Protection this, so I take a horror. Maybe I can take another horror at some point. I'm not really sure how, but oh my god. Okay, 3 actions. Get out of here. Get out of here, Marie. You just have to leave. You just gotta get past this guy somehow. Which I think just means you have to attack him. Christ. Okay. Oh no, I can do this. That's right. I'll shift this. He exhausts. I'll move. Should I try and get these clues so I have 1 more victory? Can I get 2 clues? I haven't moved yet. No, because I need 2 actions to resign. And I don't have any way to get 2 clues. Yeah. Will that kill me? That will kill me. I have to just resign and put the 2 clues there. Can I spend clues here? Yes! I will do this action to spend 2 clues And remember that I've shared a deep pain, which was not what that guy wanted, and that guy's gone anyways, so... shared a deep pain and heal 2 damage. That's actually huge. Can I keep playing? Probably not. But I don't have the clues, so I will get a victory. We'll move. Spend 2 resources to move. In here and resign. Alright. That sucked. That was really bad. And you actually have an additional mental trauma. How do I log that, Preston? Alright. Overwhelmed, you flee Kuala Lumpur. Whatever sway Tu Senyang held over the city begins to infect your mind and intrudes into your dreams. In the following nights, you wake up in a cold sweat, imagining yourself bowing before her, fixated on the mysterious Red Parasol. In idle moments, you catch yourself humming the soft, lilting song she sang as you followed her into Kuala Lumpur. You wonder if you will ever be able to truly leave her behind. We get 1 victory. 1. It's this one right here. So that's good. You haven't seen the last of Tu Senyang, and she's the bearer of the Shade Reaper. Preston takes an additional mental trauma. But at least we got Expector Flint, I guess. And 1 victory. Oh, and now it's status report gamma time. So hey, this is all I can do for this thing. We're going to get paradimensional understanding. So I'm just going to read this right now. Reports continue. Now it's not just missing people, but people returning, having changed buildings and objects to replicated but different, off like they have been completely dismantled and then reassembled. But why? We add another cultist to the token bag, and we each get paradimensional understanding. And we can go. And I'm gonna go because that was that was really bad. Oh God. Yeah, that was not a fun time. It's good to know that these decks still suck, and that Shades of the Sanguine Shadows was just a fluke. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna. I don't know where I'm heading next. Where do I want to go next? I think I'm considering just heading up to Tunguska. Do I want to just head up to Tunguska? Not really. How much time do I have left? So how much time is there? Where's my campaign log? There it is. I got like a week and a half left. Yeah, I'll probably go to like one other place. I don't know. Maybe I'll do Constantinople. And then head up to Tunguska from there. Is there one in Nairobi? No. There's not. Alright. Is it Lagos? No, it's... I mean, I could go to London and just see if I can get Quinn to trust me. How far is that? 4 time? That's really far. I should probably stop in like Constantinople. Alright, well, that's probably what I'm going to do. If you made it this far, thanks for watching me suffer and doing nothing to help out. I have been Tom, this has been Harlan is in Danger, and until next time, stay out of danger.